Alright, so I've got my YouTube on, I've got my Wi-Fi on, and you can see, it's a nice interface. It's pretty standard YouTube stuff, but they did a nice job of making it an application as opposed to, it's an application optimized for this screen size as opposed to having to try to browse the YouTube website on this size. So you've got, your videos, and you can cycle through different top-rated, featured, etc., etc. You can bookmark videos, you can look at your own history, and you can search. So let's go back and let's look at a video. We'll go anti-war protesters. And so it plays widescreen, and you've got your controls at the bottom. This is a Wi-Fi connection, so it's pretty fast.
And Eric, before the Democratic National Convention even kicks off, far-left political groups are rallying in Denver.
And then you can touch, you can get your controls, you can cycle through. It's a nice interface. It looks...
Is the masks are coming out, the black mask, the red mask, and I don't know...
They did a good job. So that's kind of what you get with the Touch Diamond. You get, the Windows mobile functionality underneath, and then, a bunch of UI stuff and apps on top, so you don't really have to deal with the Windows mobile. We'll show you the browser. They use Opera, which is great. So we'll launch the browser here. And we'll go Facebook since it's on the bookmarks list. And I'm feeling lazy. I'm a big shot. This is the big shot phone video, so I'm going to be a big shot and be lazy. But so you can see, with the web browser, with the 640 by 480 screen, this is what you get. The good is that you get the real web page rendered as it should be, and the Opera works well, the resolution is great, the screen is great. The bad is that it's a small screen physically, so you have to do a fair amount of zooming and panning. Luckily, the zooming and panning and scrolling around works really well. Again, better with the stylus than with the finger, but you can do either. You've got, Web 2.0 support, etc., etc., and good tools for, navigating around the web browser. Good choice by HTC to go with Opera here, if you ask me. So there's your web browser. Camera, media player, videos. We saw music. I actually thought I had some music in here, but I don't. So we'll have to come back so I can show you what the... I had a podcast playing. Let's dismiss that. I guess YouTube's still running. One thing about smartphones is sometimes you have to manage, if you have multiple apps running in the background like I just did, it can be a little bit of a bother. Yeah, alright, so here's the album list on the media player. And we'll go into, I don't know, this came with some demo music. I don't even know what some of this is. All Good Things by Pacha Massive. And so it's a nice interface. So I can go to my task manager here, and it's, Windows-esque experience, but again, the nicer interface, courtesy of HTC, and I can kill my other programs that are still running, come back to my music. There we go. And then I can flick through my music. So if I'm in all songs mode, I can see the other albums and artists that I have kind of stacked in the background. And I can flick through. And I can do this with a finger also. Simple Minds. Whatever happened to Simple Minds? Whatever happened to 80s? I heard some new Tom Petty song on the radio yesterday, and I swear I thought it was an 80s song at first. but that's neither here nor there. So there you go. There's the music interface, HTC Touch Diamond. Lots more this phone can do, but we have other things to move on to. So the easiest comparison here is to go to the Omnia, because this is also a Windows mobile device. And this one does not come with a stylus. So, it's meant to be used. Oh, that's not true. Actually, it does come with a stylus. It looks like a tube of lipstick. That's right. But this one I found to be, even more finger-friendly. So this one, what Samsung has is on the left here, they have a widget sidebar, which is kind of, Windows Vista-esque. And a bunch of little widgets that you can pull out and have run on the home screen. So there's a clock. There's a digital clock. Here's a media player, telling me that I don't have any music in here, but I can double click it and it'll go to the full media player interface. If we go to all music, I can get some music in there so you can see what it looks like. What else do we have in here? We have a notepad. So again, you pull it out, you click, and then you get to the application itself. Some of them, though, like the photo viewer, will work right on the home screen. So I can click through my photos. Took a bunch of photos of the garden the other day. And let's get to one. Where are the tomatoes? All right, strawberry. So you can't view it full size from here, or if you can't, I haven't figured out how, but you can set it as your background. And put it back away, and now I've got a giant strawberry. So, a bunch of widgets here on the sidebar. We'll hide this. And we'll go to the main menu. And you've got a pretty basic, but useful and attractive shortcut menu here. So you can get to your different applications. So some of them run like Windows Mobile apps without anything really different, like the messaging. It's Windows Mobile 6.1 email. So others of them are a little more Samsung custom, like the camera app. And one of Omnia's big features beyond the smartphone functionality and all the connectivity is the camera. 5 megapixel autofocus flash. Video, it will also do up to full VGA 640 by 480 video. So if I switch to video mode here, you can see I can go all the way up to 640 by 480, which for a cell phone is about as good as it gets these days. All right, so here's YouTube on the Omnia, and as you can see, it's the website. It's not a special app, it's the YouTube website. So it defaults to the mobile website. You can click View Desktop Version, and I'm on a Wi-Fi connection now, so it's pretty quick. And here I'll show you the optical mouse. It's lagging a little bit because it's processing the web page here, I think. So pretty complicated web page. Gets through it. Not too bad. Not quite as great as the best browsers out there, but pretty close. So you can zoom in, you can scroll around. Oh wait, Usain Bolt? Yeah, let's go there. So, I kind of like having the mouse down here. I think it's really cool. I tend to find myself using it and then forgetting that there's a touch screen because the optical mouse, you can actually set this two ways. One to work as a full mouse like I have, or there's a mode where you can set it to only kind of swipe up, down, or left, right, so just for kind of scrolling through pages. So you can see it's loading the full-on YouTube page. Again, you can just go to the mobile mode, and it is faster for being on a cell phone. But since I'm on a Wi-Fi network, I figured, let's give it a crack here. So part of this may be that the network is a little slow right now. I was on my computer before, and I was having some issues. But I think a lot of this is just the rendering that, it's a lot for Opera Mini to deal with the full-on YouTube experience. And so, of course, you know, we don't have a video, but you've got the rest of the page, no problem. Because Opera Mini does not support Flash video. And so if we go back, we'll go to the mobile. And I don't know if that video is on here or not. We'll go to something else. Oh, Washington Square Park. I used to live in New York. All right, and you can see it launched the ArcSoft streaming player to show the video. And should be able to accelerometer here to get it into the widescreen mode. It's a small video, so it's not showing up all the way. Get some volume. So you can see in this one, on the Omnia, the Windows Mobile interface itself shows through a little bit more than it did on the HTC. And so we quit. And we've still got some business going on here. So, you know, I think with the Omnia, you're going to get just kind of more, it's a more direct route to Windows Mobile. Alright, the Omnia also has a built-in video editor, which strangely enough did not work with the video that I shot on the phone. Kind of weird, it told me that the file format was not compatible, which is a little bit strange. So there you go, the Omnia, I think what you're getting is higher specs, a little more power if you know how to use it. You know, it's like a super powerful car. If you don't know how to drive it, if you don't know the ins and outs of it, you're not going to get the most out of it. Touch Diamond, you know, you get a little bit less of the Windows Mobile, a little more of the custom UI. With the Omnia, you know, you're getting straight through to Windows Mobile a little bit more. And then you got the iPhone 3G, which is something of a different beast because it's not a Windows Mobile phone.